So we have Little Mermaid. We're going to Little Mermaid here, guys. Box art. Does this box art hit? Does it slap? Does it execute? Does it do the things that it's supposed to do? I vote no. I vote no. I do not believe that this box art executes. I don't think it does the things that it does, or that it's supposed to do. And we'll go through the criteria. Criteria 1, is there action in this box art? Not really. Not really. You got Ariel disgusted by this eel doing some hentai on her. She's not having it. She's a little repelled by this eel groomer. We got a groomer eel here. You got Sebastian. He's confused. He's puzzled. You got Flounder, looking like Flounder, an idiot. You got some bubbles, some air bubbles. That's about it. It's not really a whole bunch of action. I don't feel like that really hits on the action front. Like they could have put a little bit more in there. I mean, Ariel is a mermaid with a giant tail. Move that tail, girlfriend. Move it around. Have some squiggly lines near it so we know that it's moving. That's what mermaids do. They move those tails. They move them. So I don't necessarily think it delivers on action in terms of verbs for box art. Not for me. Criteria number 2. Does this box art encapsulate what the gameplay experience is about? Looking at this box art, if you were an 8, 9, probably 8, 9, 10 and 11, I don't know if you're playing Little Mermaid. If you were a child through the formative years, looking at this box art, would you be able to figure out what kind of genre this game is, what the gameplay experience will be like? Kind of, not really. I mean, it does have big platformer, side-scrolling. This is not a platformer, excuse me. It takes place underwater. There are no platforms. You swim everywhere, so not a platformer. Side-scrolling action game, side-scroller. I don't necessarily think it encapsulates what the gameplay experience will be like. Looking at this, I don't know if you can make a 9-year-old educated guess on what your gameplay experience will be like. So I don't necessarily think this box art slaps. I don't think it's very good box art. Okay, that's my personal opinion, my objectively subjective opinion. However, if you were to look at it from a demographic, marketing standpoint, you have a baked in audience. This, as we'll get to the notes, this was specifically targeted towards female children, like the female audience. And The Little Mermaid has a built-in, baked-in audience. So in terms of recognizability, in terms of brand recognition, yeah, it's a pass. Yeah, people who are into The Little Mermaid will probably pick it up, rent it, and or buy it because it's The Little Mermaid. So, you know, that's that part, not so much, you know, but, and we'll get to it. It did sell like bananas. So I got some notes. The Little Mermaid flopped into our tuna boat in August of 1991. Developed and published both by Capcom. Now, guys, I don't know if you guys knew, but like 1990, 1991, maybe a little bit of 1992, Capcom, NES Capcom, if you didn't know better, you would think that they were exclusively Disney's hired gun, just simply from all of the Disney NES games that Capcom was deving and publishing. Like, holy shit. They had a partnership with Disney. That is for sure. The Little Mermaid here, let me get rid of all this shit. The Little Mermaid here, the game comes out about 1.5 years after the 89 theatrical release. And normally I'd make the argument that that long of a span between your movie IP and your game IP, that would be a guaranteed autopsy report, dead on arrival. However, in the late 80s, early 90s, no one really had much else better to do than to watch VHSs at home. So the staying power of The Little Mermaid you know, which is an iconic children's film, would likely linger a lot more than, you know, say Waterworld. You know, if that aspect is to be factored in here, then, you know, Little Mermaid is playing under Disney longevity rules. And Disney is the exception to just about every rule when it comes to like brand recognition, brand remembrance. 1.5 years after the movie is not going to make a big difference to Disney's pocket, because people who are into The Little Mermaid will buy The Little Mermaid 14 years after the release. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Tokuro Fujiwara was our producer here for Little Mermaid, and Tokuro was the director of Ghosts and Goblins, Bionic Commando. He was the director of Sweet Home. He was one of the primary producers for Mega Man, worked on Strider. He went to reconceive Resident Evil as a remake of his previous game, Sweet Home, and then became Capcom's general manager from 1988 to 1996. This man has put in the hours, all right? He has a stout resume. This man knows what he's doing. He's got to figure it out. He's got to figure it out. The Little Mermaid, upon release, received mixed reception, like 6.0 to 7.0 range, like slightly above average. Most citing its colorful, if not bland, sprites and interesting bosses. And if you were the key demo, like, I don't know, 5 to 9, 5 to 10, probably 5 to 9, maybe 10. I don't know. If you were in that key demo, pretty fun game. Pretty fun game, you know, for kids. But the majority of adults and adult reviewers shit all over this game for its general baby mode approach. It is a remarkably short game, with it being only 5 stages long. The music is somewhat subpar for Capcom's usual standards, its usual fare. That said, reviewers pooped all over it. Doesn't matter, because within 6 months of the release, the game sold over 500,000 copies. And a large part of that was due to the fact that it was marketed specifically towards a young female audience, which was a big rarity at the time. Big rarity for video games to market distinctly to female children, to little goyles, you know? Like, boys had made up the market, but apparently there was enough out there that goyles, they wanted the Little Mermaids. They wanted it. They wanted it. So that's my notes on the Little Mermaid. I do have some supplementary material outside of the notes. In the Game Boy sequel to this, there are, you know, texture mapping. These are the textures for Ariel's face in the Game Boy sequel. No comment, just wanted to show you. Like, Ariel is looking a little bit like the annoying orange there on the right. It's a little moisturize me. If you guys had to guess, today, if you went on eBay and you were looking for a copy of The Little Mermaid, would you pay high? Would you pay low? You would pay $299 for a factory sealed, complete in box NES version of The Little Mermaid. $299 gets you the mermaid. Gets you the mermaid. Not happening. What, you ain't got $300? You ain't got $300? I have a little video I want you to watch. When I was looking for supplementary material for The Little Mermaid, couldn't find a whole bunch for the NES version. So I had to resort to different means. I have to resort to the 1988 Bassmaster Classic. We're gonna watch the entire thing. 1 hour and 1 minute and 6 seconds. Here we go, boys. I gotta pee, I'm just playing this while I pee.
Soon this Coliseum right here in Richmond, Virginia will be filled with thousands of cheering onlookers who have come to see the 1988 Bassmasters Classic Champion crowned. You'll be watching with all of them as one of the 42 world-class bass anglers competing here is named Best of the Best, the world champion of professional bass angling. Since that first world championship 18 long years ago, professional bass angling has changed the face of sport fishing, growing into an internationally recognized sport with wide media coverage. It's a true profession that demands different kinds of skills than other world-class professional sports. In the next 90 minutes, you're going to be right here with the pros and see all of it. The preparations, the flurry of activity, the disappointments, the thrill of victory for one angler, because there is only one world champion of professional bass angling, the Bassmasters Classic winner. I'm Ray Scott. Stay tuned.
What did I come back to? I don't know, guys. I think we should just close out the show and just do a let's watch of the 1988 Bassmasters Classic.
The 1988 Bassmasters Classic, the World Championship of Professional Bass Angling. The culmination of a year of competition for these anglers to earn the right to be in this tournament. The most prestigious bass fishing event in the world.
I mean, I could watch it. I could do it. I could do it. Your time has come. Under the sea! Oh, I'm gonna laugh if this music gets a copyright strike. The fucking, chiptune version of Under the Sea. Wait, I don't think we get an intro. Under the sea. All right. Let's first start. Oh, now we get an intro. Okay, I'm sorry. A princess of the sea fell in love with Eric at first sight. She asked Ursula to make her human so she could meet him. He fell in love with her too and planned to marry her. What a cuck! For real? That's beta moves, bro. You just met this fish? Here's the problem. Here's the problem. If her body parts just became human, never mind, I won't go there. I'll keep it to myself. Then one day, Sebastian, Flounder, and Scuttle came to see Ariel in a big hurry. Ah, there she is, Ursula. They explained that Ursula had cast a spell over the fish of the sea so that they would have to do what she wanted. Ooh, Ursula's a dom. If she wasn't stopped, she would probably take over the whole sea. Yeah, probably. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of an assumption. You don't know her motives. Ariel decided to go to Ursula's castle to try and release the fish from Ursula's spell. She explained to Eric that she was a mermaid and a princess of the sea, and that she must try to save her friends. All right. How did Ariel learn how to speak English? Eric tried to convince her not to go, but she turned back into a mermaid, dove into the sea, and began to swim towards Ursula's castle, as one does. Sea of Corral. We got our golden corral here. All right, let's pop 15 minutes on the shot clock. We got 15 minutes. We're in it, boys. Okay. Ariel can beat her tail. She does have a run button. So right off the bat, she's better than a lot of other fucking games. We can grab a shell. Can we put it down? Nope. We can just kick that fucker off. I remember from playing it, you gotta rustle up the sand to find secrets. She does have a good run. I probably needed that shell for that treasure chest, I bet. Oh, it does respawn. Okay, cool. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it. But, there we go. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that was. I don't know what we picked up. Okay. Darling, it's better. Down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Stench. Yeah, that is sexual for sure. Without a doubt. What is this? Why did they make it look like, you know, there'd be like a secret here or something? But okay. All right. The level design F already for that shit. Teasing us with secrets. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, look at that. Recycled the shell. There it is. Oh, she can shoot up. Ooh. Oh, so we don't even have to thrust the shell into the enemies. We can just bring it over to them. Okay. Ooh. I mean, the music's not terrible. It is a little on the simple side, you know. I don't think you're gonna remember Little Mermaid's musical score for the rest of your life. Getting any Echo the Dolphin vibes? Not yet. Not yet. Echo the Dolphin's soundtrack is actually really good. Underrated soundtrack. Or rated. I don't know. Do a lot of people talk about Echo soundtrack? Do they say it's good? Cause it is. Cause it is. There's a really cool video game cover band called This Place is Haunted, or I think it's This Place is Haunted. And they do a fucking phenomenal kind of like oh, nope, can't grab that. Kind of dark prog rock cover of Echo. Really cool, really good. I highly recommend it. That entire album, This Place is Haunted, or This House is Haunted, or whatever. All right, we're at a boss. Oh, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it, boys. Echo is a horror game. Someone's been watching MatPat. Someone's been watching... and that's not just a theory, that's a game theory. The only time I watched MatPat was for the FNAF theories. And in the beginning it was really good, but then as the story got fucking whack-a-nut, so did MatPat's fucking theories, and I was just like, okay, this is nerd shit. This is nerd shit. Okay. Okay, so we gotta do some bubble bobbles here. And throw it into the shark. Fair, fair. It's like Jaws, just like Jaws. Does the shark move? Does he just stay in one horizontal axis? It looks like it. It looks like it. All right, so we gotta hit him down here. Or not. Or not. I did beat Echo. It ends with a fucking sunken alien. But yeah, it does. Vicer's right. It does. Oh, didn't. You know, for an easy game, not doing so great at it so far. You know? There we go. Chew on that. Chompy. Shark's face does look great. I agree with Stench. That is impressive 8-bit sprite work. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. Wow, they could have... They're not gonna give us fish at every interval. We have to go through iterations where there are no fish. That's a little raw, bro. That's a little raw. Ooh, get fucked. All right, we got the hooch. We got the jug with the XXX across it that you can blow on the top. That was my impression of a hooch jug. Ursula's going towards the sunken ship. Watch out, Ariel. Will do, Flounder. All right, Flounder. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, the XXX bottle was usually alcohol. Yeah, indeed. The hooch. The hooch. We got any secrets here? Okay, we got a shell. Oh man. Boys, I don't know if this is gonna do it. I don't know if this is gonna do it. Let's see if we can just speed run through this shit. Because these are very short levels, and there's only 3 of them. I don't know what... Is that life? Hold on. Is this crab gonna get fucked up by this barrel? Alright, he's going down. let's wait for him to come back around. Wow. Never mind. Never mind. Oh! Oh, wow! I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it did. We killed the crab, boys. We killed the crab. Crab, by the way, overrated as fuck. I do not like eating crab. I mean, I'll eat it, you know? Not a big deal. Not, I guess that's an extra man. Oh, God. I'll eat it. Especially in sushi, I'll eat it. But, like, people go gaga for crab, and I don't get it, man. I think what it really is people just like butter, which I understand. I love butter. I'm a big fan of butter. They just like dipping things in butter. That's all that it really is. Ooh, fuck that guy up. All right. I don't know what the orbs do. Oh! Oh! I didn't know this screen existed. Okay, so power and range. All right. Okay, that's cool. All right, that's a little cool. That's not bad. It's not bad. 6, you got 2 followers. You doing that Pokemon tier list now? Fuck no. No. Kakasune is, she's much more brave than I am. She has to tier list 1,000 Pokemon? 1,000? That's rough. I feel bad for her, man. That's a lot of Pokemon to tier list. That's a lot of anything to tier list. Oh, shit! Okay. Okay. I'm with you, Ariel. I'm with you. Throw that. Can we go back up there? Hold on. There we go. Can you grab it? No. Okay. I guess you gotta go around. Gotta have the right crab, mayhaps. I don't know, man. I think it's bland. I think it's overrated. I just don't think crab is all that great. Like, it just doesn't taste like a whole bunch. It just tastes like. And then when you dip it in the butter, people, you know, obviously people go gaga for the butter. You know, they're just like, yeah, I love dipping my crab legs in a literal 2-liter amount of butter, you know? Like, they're a huge fan of that, but it just tastes like butter. Okay, there we go. Now our power, oh, we got a tri-shot now. Okay. Nice, nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. To me, it's like curry. It's on the kind of like on the same wavelength as curry. Like, I don't hate curry. You know, I know that's the propaganda that you guys have been hitting me with for years now, but I don't hate curry. I just think it's vastly overrated. I think my range didn't go up. I already had 1 range. I think people are like, oh, curry, it's so dynamic and complex of a flavor. What do we do with this? But it's every curry I've ever eaten just tastes like every other curry. Curry just tastes like curry, which I guess is reliable in that sense. You know, that's cool that it tastes like it's what it's supposed to. But it's like, oh, you add, oh, you got some chicken curry? Guess what? It tastes like curry. Oh, you got some beef curry? Guess what? It tastes like curry. You don't get to taste the beef. You don't get to taste the vegetables. You don't get to taste anything else. You just taste curry now. You added curry to your dish. Now it tastes like curry. Congratulations. Oh, we got a boss. Oh, we got the groomer seals. Or groomer seals. We got the groomer eels. All right. Get fucked. Come on, crab. Don't fuck with me. Get fucked. I'm off to Quaker Lunch. Ah, have a good time, Frankie. Tell Erica we said hello and that we love her. Like, enjoy. Enjoy the Mennonite special. Let me know how 3 pieces of bread with no condiments, jams, butter, or anything tastes like. Oh, shit. Shit. Bada bing. Butter eater. I do love butter though. I do. I'm gonna make them eat hot wings. Can't wait. Yeah, make them eat hot wings. They won't know what to do with themselves. They'll have a religious experience right there at the table. Oh man, it's so weird that. What the fuck? What is going on here? What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Huh. It's so weird that Frank is not only going out to eat with one of the chatters that hangs out in our streams, but also going out to eat with the chatter's family, which is kind of strange. Like, kind of strange. I give props to Frank for being that level of sociable, though. I am not that level of sociable. I am a genial, outgoing, social guy, but I'm very greedy about my time to myself. So if I didn't have a business, I would be a different story. But I have a business, so I'm very much like I want to be by myself. I can deal with some more people. I was finishing up on a clip. Oh, you're still here? I'm glad I decided to wait to start talking about what a horrible, terrible human being Frank is. Like, the worst. The worst. These religion people that he's going to meet soon, oh, they'll never recover. They'll never recover. Guys, this game kind of sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck in the sense that, you know, it's badly programmed. Everything works the way it's supposed to. Like, it works. It's just, it's very dull, very mundane, very boring. It's a little on the boring side, a little on the dull side. Oh, I don't think we're gonna make it all the way down here. Oh, Ariel. Nope. Okay, we got this guy. It doesn't work anyways. Oh, we gotta use the barrel. That's right, I forgot. I probably shouldn't have gone, but I'm feeling sick, so I don't want to give it to anyone. You don't have to go, John. There's no obligation. You have no obligation to nobody. You are your own man. But yeah, if you're feeling sick, definitely don't spread that shit around. Like, people on my route are just like, they get up in my face to talk to me, you know, because I got some close talkers on my route. And they're like, oh, Luke, I've been sick for the last 3 days. And I'm like, well, why are you up on me? I was like, what the fuck? If you're sick, stay the fuck inside. I don't need to talk to you. I was like, Jesus, you think I want to be sick? Like, chip and dull. Yep, that's what it is. And like I said, mechanically, nothing's wrong here. Like, this is a functional game. It is working. It is very simplistic, but there's nothing really wrong with it. Like, the controls work, controls are good. There's not a lot of like cheap, unfair aspects to the game. I guess I'll get it. Sure. There we go. Drop it down. Definitely made for girls. Yeah, with their weak arms, their weak upper arm strength, they can't handle it. Why didn't my range still not go up though? If it were a man's game, it'd be challenging. That's right. That's right, Vicer. You're speaking the God's honest truth. What are you supposed to do with this? I say that, and I can't figure out certain things in this game, so... like, I guess I'm not one to talk totally. What am I... oh, I probably gotta get a seashell. Is there a seashell here? There it is. There it is. Okay, now my range went up. Thank God. Can we go this way? No, cannot go that way. That's right, we're at a boss. Is it gonna stick us all the way back at the... At least there's no electric seaweed. That's true, John. That is true. Man, that game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 for the NES, brutal, because you cannot get around the seaweed. You have to take damage in that level. I could be wrong. Okay. Timer's going off. We'll try to beat this boss. Timer's going off. I could be wrong. There could be a speedrunner strat, or maybe I just suck at video games, but like, it seems like there's no way, oh, she died. It seems like there's no way to navigate the level without taking damage. Like, you have to take damage. So basically you have to sacrifice one of your characters, which is gonna be Michelangelo or Raph, because their distance sucks, their weapon distance sucks. I wanna see if I can beat this level, or beat this boss, and then we'll fuck. We will pack it up for a little mermaid here. I don't know, man. Maybe the girl game is hard for me. Fuck this game. We don't need it. I rage quit on Little Mermaid. Did you guys see that? Because no, you didn't. Criteria number 1 for the 15 minutes in which I played this game. Was I entertained? No, I was not. I was not entertained. I was bored, stupid. I didn't look at my timer, but that's only because in the back of my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna quit on this game before the 15 minutes, but I didn't. But that's not because of the game. It's because I forgot. I was not entertained. I was bored. I was struggling. Once I start skip-bitting with chat and start making jokes and start talking about weird random shit that has nothing to do with the game, that's how you can tell if I'm entertained. Because when I start getting bored, I start clowning on shit and I start coming up with weird scenarios and situations and things to talk about. Easy way to tell. Easy way to tell on whether I'm channeled or whether I'm dialed in or not. I was not entertained. It's not a very entertaining game. I think if you were a 7-year-old girl, Goyle, I think it would be an entertaining enough game, but even then, it's kind of bare bones. Like, even if you are a 7-year-old girl, like, you still need a certain level of stimulation to keep you going, you know, some incentive to continue playing. And I don't know, maybe the power of being Ariel as a protagonist was enough to get 7-year-old girls to be all about this game. But to me, I feel like it's lacking a lot of variation. It's lacking a lot of, I mean, the level design itself is very boring. It's boring. There's not scrubbing up against the sand to find hidden treasures inside the sand. That's cool. But there's only like shells. So, you know, it gets old pretty quick. There's not a lot of, you know, unique level design. You're just going left or right. That's it. So, I mean, it was cool, the fact that you can actually, you know, get out of the water. But once you're out of the water, you're useless, which I respect. It's continuity. Ariel couldn't exactly flip-flop out of the sea, salmon flounder her way around town to go get some Yassine's falafel. I applaud that part, but I feel like the game probably could have benefited from just having, I don't know, a shift in genre, maybe. Like, maybe kept the underwater stages, like, more of a... Granted, this wouldn't cater to female audiences, I'm guessing, but keep the underwater elements kind of like a shoot-'em-up, like a shmup. And then maybe, like, she becomes human form for a little while, and then she walks around and jumps around, and then that becomes a platformer when she's out of the ocean. I feel like that would be enough to keep you in the game. But 5 levels... not a terribly interesting game. I was not entertained. Criteria number 2. Now that I've played this game, does my memory of it exist outside the lens of nostalgia? No, it does not. No, it does not. I was like an 8-year-old boy playing this game, and I distinctly remember having a lot more fun with it back then than I do now. The memory core has been polluted. It has been corrupted. It is marred. Somebody has put Bonsai Buddy all over this memory core. It's not good. It's not good. I will forever remember this game as being boring as shit and bland. Sprite work was okay. The controls are okay too. Controls are not bad. Music is, I don't even remember one tune, you know, so it's bland, forgettable. It's a functional game. It is a game. Out of all the video games that I have played today, it is one of them. And that's where we'll leave The Little Mermaid. So, Turd.